Following years of researching the behavior of real alpha males, I've discovered that they share a few fundamental characteristics, including how they behave, why they act the way they do, and what drives women absolutely insane. And once you start to comprehend these concepts, you should be able to apply parts of them to your own life and alter your routine to produce greater outcomes. Having said that, let's get straight to it. First, alpha males don't show their emotions. You can never really know how an alpha male feels about you, which is one of the wildest things I've ever discovered about them. Being unable to tell if a guy likes them or not drives girls completely crazy, and alpha males have this game locked because they rarely express their feelings to others. There is no putting the cat back in the bag once you guys tell a female that you like her or when you verbally let the cat out, so to speak. One of the most essential lessons I've ever learned is that so many aspects of life include a struggle for power. It's a harsh way to look at things, but the one who has the power, in relationships as well as in most other areas of life, is the one who needs the other person the least. At least the one who seems to have less dependence on the other. Hence, when you verbally confess your feelings for a female, you have essentially ceded both your mystery and your power. Alpha males keep you on your toes by masking their emotions. As a result, it's difficult to say for sure if they like you. This is particularly potent when it comes to women since they are constantly drawn to the man they are unsure of, or the enigmatic man who isn't overtly showing his feelings for her. Sometimes, while you're out in public, you might see a female who is the most beautiful woman you've ever laid eyes on, but you wouldn't want to tell her that you feel this way. Even in long-term relationships, it's important to maintain a certain level of mystery or aloofness to keep your partner guessing about your true feelings for them. Instead of telling a girl how you feel right away, it could be a good idea to keep your feelings to yourself. Alpha males self-validate, which is number 2. If you've ever wondered where the cliché that links the size of your car to the size of other valuables you possess came from, it was actually created by women many years ago. Basically, it means that when girls see guys driving particularly nice cars, they tend to think that the man is making up for something by driving such an automobile. The fact is that guys do make an effort to make up for their lack of charm, charisma, or good looks with material possessions like a really fine or really fast car. I can't say I understand the reasoning behind it, but it seems to be the norm. The first thing a girl would wonder to herself when she sees a man driving an extremely dazzling car is, what is he making up for? Validation seeking, such as attracting female attention or gaining the approval of others, is a common challenge for guys. One of the oddest things I ever discovered about alpha guys is that they have something that resembles the little reactor that resides in Tony Stark's chest. Although it seems odd, the analogy is absolutely accurate. One of the reasons alpha males are so good at what they do is that they genuinely do not require approval from others and possess internal resources that are essentially akin to a self-validating reactor. Simply put, alpha males don't give a damn if others like them or not. They don't let other people's viewpoints to influence them. The ability to self-validate is actually reflected in everything they do. So instead of thinking about if something will offend someone, they consider whether it will make them laugh or how it will make them feel. Instead of worrying about what other people may think, they are focusing on whether or not they are enjoying themselves. Natural alpha males appear to have the capacity to disregard what other people may think of their actions. Because of this, whether they act or speak, they consider their own thoughts rather than those of others. Third, alpha males do what they want. Permission is one of the key distinctions between guys who are seen as alpha and men who are not. Often alpha males act without seeking permission and do as they please. The prototypical alpha male is his own master, and he directs his life as he sees fit. None of us want to be the guy who has to get permission to use the restroom or to take a day off from work. Alpha guys behave in a way where they don't need to get someone's consent before speaking. When it comes to dating, making money, or any other aspect of life, alpha guys don't wait for permission, which is why they attract the attention of women. The adage, "the early bird gets the worm," is true. When it comes to pretty much anything in life, the earlier you can get in, the better. The people who make the most money from a trend are those who got in early. To be the first in, you have to be the type of person that doesn't ask permission or cares what others think. You need to be the guy that takes chances, understands what he wants, and goes after it. The fourth and final trait of alpha males is that they never act based on their emotions. How often have we wanted to shout at the driver who just cut us off on the road? How many times have we been offended by someone's insulting remarks? One of the oddest things I've ever discovered about alpha males, and unquestionably the most crucial, is their ability to distinguish between their feelings and their actions. Imagine if our former president chose to use the nuclear option rather than tweeting about every negative story that appeared in the media. That's hardly going to be remembered as one of his better choices. The capacity to distinguish between one's actions and emotions is one of the most important traits of an alpha male, and one that all males ought to continuously work to acquire. Making decisions when we're feeling emotionally charged almost never turns out well. This is why acting on pure emotion is rarely seen as a masculine trait. Maintaining a masculine frame involves keeping your feelings and actions separate. One of my favorite ways to think about it is to envision a circular plate inside your head with a small steel ball on it. There will always be individuals and situations trying to tug and shake the plate in an effort to make our ball fall off of it. The most balanced and powerful position is in the center of the plate, where alpha males are naturally very good at keeping their ball. When we feel our tempers rising, such as when the ladies put us to the test or when our dog refuses to obey, we should visualize that steel ball and try our best to maintain it where it is calm and powerful, in the middle of the plate. A man who cannot rein in his emotions is fragile and easily sent into a tailspin, and acting on impulse can quickly undo years of hard work. Although stereotyped alpha males receive a lot of criticism, there are many lessons to be gained from the way these men act. To construct a winning strategy, you would absorb all the information you can from other people's methods, incorporate it into your own, and then toss the information that doesn't apply to you. The guys that succeed in life, be it with women or otherwise, are not the ones who mimic others word for word and action for action, the strategies of other men. Men who combine elements of many techniques or knowledge from various sources to create a strategy that eventually works best for them tend to have the best outcomes. And one of the best ways to start developing the approach that works best for you, or to take the good and eliminate the bad, is to borrow some of the greatest pearls of wisdom from the so-called alpha male. These are some of the most shocking revelations I've made regarding alpha males and their peculiar habits. I'm aware that it's quite simple for us to despise these men who exactly fit the image, but at the end of the day, the wiser course of action would be to ask ourselves, what can we learn from them? Don't forget, if you want to level up in life and become the ultimate Chad, be sure to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button, and return next week for another lesson on becoming Chad.